Hey, you got time for a beer? I know I do. Welcome to my show. My name's Jake. It's not Thursday right now, but it probably will be shortly. You can find me on Untapped, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram, all at @tubajake_69. You can tell me your stories in the comments. DM me. That's cool. Let me know your beer story. What you like. How you like it. Today we've got a honey Kölsch from Rogue. It says here, situated just across from the Rogue Farms hop fields, our colonies of bees were carefully kept and fed, and honey was uncapped, extracted, filtered, and finally infused into a refreshing Kölsch-style ale. It says it's a Kölsch-style ale, 5.2% alcohol by volume, and 26 IBUs. I saw here someplace where it says you can pair it with prosciutto, grilled trout, or bananas Foster. I have a funny story about bananas Foster, and I'll get into that in just a little bit. Let's try this guy out. I think I got this from Horrocks, so I don't know how old it is, but it's something new and different for me, so that's amazing. Using this in my come and go cup because it's the closest thing I've got to a Kölsch cup. Usually you get these in like 8 ounces, the Kölsch beers, but usually they're like short, thin, and you end up with a ton of head on the top because it keeps the smell so that you drink it and it tastes better, apparently, because the smell. So it's supposed to be super light and a little bit yeasty, but not too much because it's a lager yeast, so you're not going to smell it because it's mostly at the bottom. And apparently this one is it tastes more like honey, so that's amazing too. But hops honey, so I don't know. I don't have any idea what that's going to taste like. Light, effervescent, just like a Kölsch is supposed to be. That's amazing. I've had Czech style Pilsners. I have a Czech style Pilsner mug. I know it's a Czech style Pilsner mug because my sister brought it back with her from the Czech Republic. It's got Pilsner Urquell plastered all across the front. But also, I have watched shows about beer, and usually what they drink out of is something double shot size, and you just kind of keep track of how many you've had. And they're amazing in the Czech Republic about giving you the number that you've marked down. But you have to make sure that you mark yourself. So make sure, and I'm sure that they are also marking you, but also I know what the service industry is like, and they will do their best. If they like you, they'll probably let you check fewer, if I had to guess. But I don't know for sure, so don't try me.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Siri just interrupted for some strange reason. But yeah, it's sweet. I'm not going to lie, it's a lot more cloudy than I was expecting. Because usually Kölsch style ales are super clear. Even meads are fairly clear. Oh wait. Is mead one of those ones that gets more cloudy when it gets cold? That could be a thing. Like a wheat beer will be cloudy for sure when it's cold. If it gets warmer, it'll be clearer. I don't know for sure if this is the case with this or not, but I mean, this is delicious. I like it a lot. I'm not going to lie. Go figure, because, I'm drinking it. So generally I try not to pick out things that I'm not going to like. And even when people are like, hey, you should try this, I'm generally like, that sounds like it would be terrible, but I'll try it because you suggested it. Or I'll be like, I'm going to put that at the back of my refrigerator so I don't ever have to try it on camera ever again. Generally, it'll be more along the lines of, yes, I will definitely try that at some point. And I will. I'll try all those at some point. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. Okay, so anyway, I told you that I'm supposed to tell you what beer this reminds me of. The strange thing is, it kind of reminds me a little bit of like Bud Light. If there was honey thrown into it, Coors Light, Miller Light, any one of those ones, but like lighter. It's super light on hops, which is fine because it's supposed to be. It's a Kolsch. Generally, though, Pilsner Urquell is a little bit darker. Well, danker, because they put more hops into it, I think, than other light beers do. So you end up with something a little bit more hoppy. This one's not as hoppy as I remember Pilsner Urquell being, which is fine, I guess, because it's supposed to be sweeter, right? Because it's the honey Kolsch, so it's supposed to taste like honey. Something that I learned from my time as a home brewer is that honey per pound will add 1% ABV for every 1 pound of honey in a 5-gallon batch. So I don't know how much honey there was added in this batch, but at 5.4%, my guess would be around, per 5-gallon batch, would be around 1 or 2 pounds of honey per 5-gallon batch, which doesn't sound like a lot, but you know, like 2 of the little bear things, it's really not that much. 4 of the little bear things in a 5-gallon batch. It's not that much, because those are only 8 ounces and 16 makes a pound. That was super weird. I do not know what that was. It definitely just sounded like something was running down the back wall of my house. I'll have to look at that later. It kind of freaked me out a little bit, I'm not going to lie. Anyway, where are we at? 7 minutes. Okay, so Bananas Foster. I played tuba with several people at Central Michigan University. One of those people, her last name was Foster. We called her Papaya. I don't know why, but that's what we called her. We, being my younger brother, because I didn't really actually ever play tuba with this person, but I knew many people that knew this person, and I had met her upon occasion. Papaya's grandfather was Foster. He invented Bananas Foster, is the story that I was told. So, you know, the alcohol and the bananas and the sugar, and you light it on fire, and then you put ice cream on it, and it's Bananas Foster. And it's delicious, and that's amazing. And if you were to pair this with Bananas Foster, I'm going to guess you would not be disappointed. Because it's sweet and light and easy to drink. I could drink many of these. 5, 6, 10. Depends upon how long the night goes. Tonight I might be able to do 2. Or I should probably only do 2 if I do. But yes, it's delicious. I suggest this one highly. It's sweet and effervescent and a smidge hoppy now that I'm near the end and it's warmer. Although Kolsch is supposed to be had colder, so I don't know about this hazy stuff, but it's good. So I have a quote for you. This one is from Marvin Gaye. He's a very good singer. He says, if you cannot find peace within yourself, you will never find it anywhere else. So I guess if you're having a rough time right now, work on yourself. It'll do you better in the long run. For sure, do that. You can find me at Untapped, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram, all at TubaJake_69. Don't forget to tell me your stories. I want to hear them. Tell me your beer stories. Tell me your likes, your dislikes. I like to hear about that, and chances are that with what I'm getting right now, I will give you a mention on this. So, I'll see you next time when you got time for a beer.